Welcome back to GMA. This is a live look for you here in New York City this morning as World Pride New York City's march kicks off just hours from now. The week's main event passing right by the Stonewall Inn where the riots 50 years ago started the modern LGBTQ movement. Then it's Pride Week's closing ceremony, and Wilson Cruz is taking part, the actor well known to audiences for playing Ricky Vasquez in My So-Called Life, appearing on Broadway in Rent as well as in Star Trek Discovery. We are very happy to have you in studio with us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Over the course of your career and your life, how has celebrating Pride changed for you?
Well, I started 25 years ago, as a public figure, and at that point I was talking about the youth generation. And now I think it's my job now to pass on a baton, really, to this next generation, which means it'll be in very good hands when you look at how vocal they have been and how willing they have been to push the envelope. I think right now I'm a fatherly figure, and I'm happy to take that. I'm really proud of where this movement is going. And I think what we need in this moment is really about the LGBTQ community being allies within itself, right? We need to support our trans brothers and sisters. 11 African-American trans people have been killed this year alone. So we need to do better about standing up for them. 11
lives lost. You've got a big performance later today. You're singing Seasons of Love from Rent. That song means so much to so many people. Is that a song that resonated with you as well?
Well, I was on Broadway in Rent in 1997, along with my co-star, Anthony Rapp. And so it means something to me. It's a song about community, right? It's a song about reflecting on what this life means and the people who help us through it. And so it's appropriate that we're singing that song, especially in light of the epidemic that show speaks about. So, AIDS is not over. It's a more manageable disease now. But at the time that song was written and performed, originally, people were dying left and right. We were going to funerals weekly.
You also are starring in Hulu's animated fantasy series, The Bravest Knight. It's the first animated series to have children's series to have an openly gay character.
Yes.
What do you say to parents who might have some reservations about letting their children watch it or are concerned about letting their children watch it?
Well, I would say first that the show itself is not about sex. It's not about even the relationship. It's about the love of a child. And really, we talk about electing a new president or a prime minister or who the new pope is going to be. But if we're really going to change the world, it needs to start at the thresholds of our homes with our children. And this show is about teaching children about love and acceptance and courage, which we need our children to have in this time. So I implore them to watch the show. LGBTQ families aren't going anywhere. We've been here. We will always be here. And we have as much right to be seen and have our stories told as anybody else. And that's what this show does.
Well, Wilson Cruz, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And Pride on ABC News Live begins at 11 a.m. Eastern, featuring special performances followed by live coverage all afternoon.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.